What up, what up? Tom T here with another episode of Comics and Cards Together at Last. Today we will be opening up a couple of packs of 1988 Fleer Baseball on the card side of it. Introduce a couple of comics from my collection. We'll start with comic on the left here, Brave and the Bold, number 46. This was released in 1955. This is the first series. Brave and the Bold, number 46, 12-cent cover issue. Interesting comic, had to do with sports, which is kind of neat. This was penciled by Carmine Infantino and inked by Murphy Anderson. Cover story is the Hotshot Hoopsters. What happens is, interestingly enough, in our quarantine times today, a whole basketball team becomes quarantined. So a bunch of brainiacs take over the team, introducing physics and mathematics into the game, and they come out and win the championship. Interesting story. The second story in the book is about a golf pro in the 24th century, where the game becomes much deadlier than it usually is. So interesting comic. This one I actually have read, but I haven't looked at it since I initially looked at it when I got the comics. So that's a neat comic. Our second issue on the table to the right is Green Lantern, number 59. This is a big issue for the Green Lantern. Introduces Guy Gardner. First appearance by Guy Gardner. His origin story. If anybody knows the Green Lantern, they know a little bit about that. If not, that's fine. This was released in March of 1968. And all comics that I will show are original comics. No reprints, no copies. So those are a couple of comics from my collection. And let's get to the card portion of it. We'll do a couple packs of 1988 Fleer Baseball. Not sure if I got my focus on. Yeah, I do. Okay. Hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's having a good day. A lot of stuff going on. All we can do is keep pushing forward. So we'll start with this pack. 1988 Fleer Baseball. Little Stroh's Mariners sticker action happening. Right off the bat, we'll go with the Orioles. Jeff Ballard. Craig Reynolds. Shortstop action for the Stros. Look at my focus working here. Next card up, John Moses for the aforementioned Mariners. Kurt Ford, not be confused with Flood. Bill Madlock, saw him in one of the other packs we opened in this series of comics and cards together at last. Gary Lucas for the Angels. Ruben Sierra was a good little ball player there back in the day, the 80s. Scott Geraltz for the Giants. Little Jose Canseco. 1988 Canseco, Oakland A's. Nice card there. We'll set that one aside to sleeve up. Sean Abner. Jeff Sellers. The Bo Sox. Gary Carter. Look at that. We pulled a Carter for Carter's kids right here online. I'll sleeve that up, and I will put that in his stack. A little Willie Randolph, Yankees action. Bob Kipper. Tim Lauder, Deafness's Twins. A little wax on that, but we'll slide that right into Deafness's box down here anyway. That's pack number one. Let's go to pack two. Minty Fresh, Box Fresh, 1988 Fleer Baseball. Another Astros, nice big Astros sticker. I know Wilmer will like that one. Astros action. Billy Buckner of Ball Between the Legs fame, R.I.P. Billy. Andy Hawkins, San Diego Padres. Always look over to check the focus. Rich Gedman, Bo Sox. Sid Fernandez for the Mets. Ricky Rhoden, his short stint with the Yankees. Got a little duos card there. Keith Hernandez and Dale Murphy. A couple of nice stars, non-Hall of Famer stars, but stars nonetheless. Roy Smalley. Another one for Deafness's pile. Deafness 45. You guys check him out on here for sure. Most of you do, I'm sure. Keith Hughes, Philadelphia. Julio Franco was a good ball player. Rob Murphy, pitcher. There's a nice card there. I've always liked that card. Little Cal Ripken, Tony Fernandez, and Alan Trammell. 2 Hall of Famers on that card. AL shortstops. Sleeve that one up. Juan Agosto for the Astros. John Marzano, Bo Sox. Well, Frank DiPino for the Cubbies. And our last card with the wax is Dan Plesac for the Milwaukee Brewers. So that'll do it for this episode of Comics and Cards Together at Last. See you next time, everybody. Be good.